Is it working? Haha, it's working. All right. Good, good, good. Little technical difficulties there. I'm actually really annoyed by it. Yeah, technical difficulties pissing me off. I'm pissed. All right, but it is working now. You know what happened? It's stupid as hell. So I hit live on the stream, and then all of a sudden, some stupid pop-up ad, notification on my iPhone, scrolled down. It was an actual YouTube notification. I hate those. I hate those dumb YouTube notifications. There's too many of them. They give you way too many for like things I don't care about all the time. I don't care about most stuff. So anyways, a YouTube notification pops up, and I'm just trying to adjust the stream for today. I was going to do like the zoom in, zoom out, right? Well, in the process of the zoom in, zoom out buttons at the very top of the screen. So I hit the stupid YouTube notification, and it pulls me onto the YouTube app. And then I go, oops. So it pulled me out of our streaming app and into the YouTube app, right? So I quickly closed that and I go back to the streaming app, but it's too late. The streaming app's like, we can't host this anymore, you ruined it. So I had to end it. Then I tried to run a second stream and it wouldn't pick up the stream. So, yeah, crazy. All right. New commission slabs. I guess I got new commission slabs from Mr. Aovic. I don't even remember talking about that. Did we talk about that? New commission slabs. We're going to say hot gym 2 break. We're going to say Nidoking break. Super hot. Live card shop. Yeah, I just got another YouTube notification right now. Okay, new commission slabs. Hot gym 2 break. Nidoking break. Super hot. Hot, hot, hot. Let's see. There we go. Stupid technology. I dream of Victini. It must be getting close, right? I'll take a quick look for you. I didn't get the notification, though, so it doesn't really matter. But I'll take a quick look for you, Miss Six. Ah, stupid PSA is making me log in. I hate logging in. I hate logging in. It's the same computer. I'm the only one who has access to it. I don't want to have to put in my password every single time. You gotta... God, I hate passwords so much. Everything's got a password. It's still in the grading, yeah, it's still in the grading process. It's on the grading step. There's a step called grading. Then assembly, then quality assurance, then grades ready. So it's not close. Says estimated completion date is August 5th. So, I don't know, should be soon. All right. By the way, I wonder if that new Chinese set is getting cheaper at all. Probably not. All right, let's take a quick look. It's about the same. We could get it. I don't think we should get it. It's so overpriced. Let me hit this. That's it. I'm gonna break the doors down. What? Let's take a quick look at this. Divided by probably 20. Oh my God, that's expensive. Okay, so let's see. Divided by 15. Oh my God. You're looking at $13 a pack for the new 151 set from China. I don't agree with that price. I think that price is stupid high. I think that price makes no sense. For a brand new set that's still in print, and they're probably going to print it. Alright, so let's close these. Closing up some emails, deleting them. I feel great today, guys. The boat sold. I told you I was working on that yesterday, remember? I was taking calls and everything. It's gone. Boat number 1 is gone. Okay, we'll click on this real fast. This was 10 hours ago, Jose Arredondo. Pre-order Mr. Slabaway, CGC 10, Giovanni Nidoking. Oh, hell yeah, dude. We got Giovanni's gone. Ooh, the Giovanni Nidoking. Oh. Okay, ooh, why does this feel all wrong? Hold on. Huh? That's better. Let's get our iPad open. That's how we get the comments. Turn that down a little bit. Yep, we sold the boat. The boat is gone. And now we have $5,500 more. That's a better deal than what we were offered with the boat place. The boat place wanted $4,000. So we got it sold in a direct sale for $5.5. All right. Thanks for looking, mister. I'm so impatient. I'll be more patient. Yeah. The thing is, when PSA announces that it's done, I definitely do not wait to tell you guys, because I'm just as excited as you guys are that it's done. So, but I wasn't really too bothered by it, just because I know you're a big customer. But if you're like somebody I didn't know, I'd be like, hold on to your pants, bro. It's done when it's done. All right. Let's see. Let's jump over here. But I know from grading a lot of cards, always expect delays with PSA. Dondo. Okay, all yours. You'll get more in private sales with both boats and campers and cars. Yeah, we've got another boat and we got a wave runner to sell. We're selling all of it. We're getting rid of all of it. We're going to be boat free. We're going to sell the kayak too, probably. What's up, bro? Hope you enjoy your stream. Thank you, Brandon. Appreciate it. Okay. So, we're going to go set this up for Jose Redondo. This is a very cool card, by the way. Very popular. You're going to be coming in right under, it looks like, above Jose Achilles. So this is going to say August 25. Oops. August 25, Jose Redondo. CGC 10 Nidoking Gym. Started at $450. And now you sent $80 for it, so that's $60 off the cost of the card. So it's at $390 now. There we go. I was actually thinking about making that Lugia for sale, I think. I've had this Lugia for a while. This Lugia just jumped in price a ton. It's tempting to sell it. Because I don't know, maybe I can buy the 10 one day. Probably not. I don't know. 9s have done really well. Like take the Gold Star Torchic, for example. He does well. Or the PSA 9 Mew. That's gone up for a while. It's tempting to save up and attempt to buy the Lugia 10 one day. But I bet you it's going to be like $100,000. I don't think I can ever buy that. That was why I bought this initially. But the equation has changed for me somewhat over time. I mean, I'm sitting on all this product now that like tripled, quadrupled in price over time, like my Evo Skies and everything. So I have more than I used to, technically. So it's tempting. I wonder if I could sell this, put that cash away, and just save up and get a Lugia 10 one day. Is there even a Lugia 10 for sale? Probably not. Let's look it up. PSA 10 first Lugia Neo. Okay. And then we'll sort it by highest price. Well, here's one for $90,000. That's actually, I could do that one day. There's one in Italy. It's a nicer one. And then there's one in Canada for $250,000. Would I actually buy this Lugia for $90,000? I don't know if I would. What's the last sale on this, I wonder? Thing is, if I can acquire it in a 10, I don't really need it as a 9, do I? That's like the top Lugia right there. But my prediction is that the 9 keeps moving up anyways. Why wouldn't it? If the 10's unobtainable at $90,000, the 9 should go up. That was my prediction back then, too, when I acquired this. I guess I'll just hold it. I don't know. We are. All right. No problem holding on to a 9. Now, we took care of that pre-order. Let's see what's next. 1 hour ago, Beatrice Moniz pre-order for Tuesday's stream. Aloha, can I get a spot in the Rocket Nidoking Slab Break? Here it is, the Nidoking Slab Break. All right. So, here you go. Has the unlimited version of it went up? Ooh, I don't know. Well, this music. I don't know how I feel about this music. How do you guys feel about it? What kind of music do you guys like? Okay, I think we're just putting these on the back, aren't we? Yep. Okay. Nidoking. This is a way to take a shot at the Nidoking. Okay. Good, 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 good. And so far, there's no orders in the queue. So let me show this off real fast, you guys. We got this new binder break. It's a 41 and 8, just like last time. And let's take a quick look at the cards. We got Detective Pikachu and these two promo cards. Now, these two promos together are 100. This one right here is most of the value. So this one's kind of expensive. So these two right here, this, I guess you could say this break is mostly about Pikachu. We got Detective Pikachu promo, and we got promo Pikachu from Celebrations. Somebody mentioned that that yellow Pikachu was going up. We got some vintage holos. These are from like Diamond Era. These are some promos. Here are some just some crazy looking hit cards. General Mill Ponyta, that's nice. Tropius, he was only priced at $1. Coughing from Cosmic. Charmander, surprisingly expensive. This really lovely Galarian Moltres. This Eevee, Birthday Pikachu, Gengar, and Tinkatink twice? Oh, Tinkatink. Okay, maybe I don't need to have two Tinkatinks in there. So there it is. That's the binder break. I'll probably fluff it up with a couple extra pulls that are not too expensive, but those are the majority of the expensive pulls. They're locked in. They're in now. So that's what's going on with the binder break. It took a long time to get that binder break working last night. You know, I had to work hard for that. We are all just dust in the wind, says Mike Side. I'm cuddling with my dog because we have the AC in full blast. Can't wait for winter to come back. Are you cold? She's cold. Cuddling with the dog. Oh, I got a new slab in the mail. Ta-da! My Dark Gyarados. I used to already have a Dark Gyarados, and what happened was I sold it because I considered it kind of an easy card to reacquire. I thought, it's just Dark Gyarados. Who cares? And I was always a big fan of Gyarados, right? I like the basic Gyarados. When the Rocket Dark Gyarados came out, I always thought the drawing was a bit odd. I thought the drawing was sort of like in a certain style, like an odd style, and it really is. But I wasn't too worried about replacing this card because I felt it was only $600. Well, I had to buy this guy for almost twice what I paid for what I sold him for in the past. So that was a huge mistake selling that card, and I won't make that mistake twice. This time we'll be holding on to him and not letting him out of our grip. So let's find out what we paid for this one today. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say we paid $1,000? I paid $2,000 for this card. So I believe I sold him for like $600 or $700, and now I've paid $2,000 to reacquire him. So he was actually $1.9 thousand. Oops. Time to pay the price. So what's that going to say? 7.25. Do we want to know what the population on it is as well? That Lugia sold for $144 in May, then it crashed. Be careful. I don't collect cars, okay? I'm not going to be careful. These guys are always trying to get me to collect other things. So he has a population of 466, which I used to consider that a lot. I used to consider 466 a high number, very foolishly. But if you take a look at like cards from the Evolving Skies period, you begin to realize 466 is rare. Anything under $1,000 is really rare. Not $1,000, 1,000 population. Anything under 1,000 population is extremely rare. So he's actually quite rare at 466 in the population. I just own one of them, and I'm happy with that. Pretty good. Hope you're good. Yeah, I like Gyarados, man. Okay, put this over here. Good. Oh, also, what's he selling for today? Let's find out what the Dark Gyarados is today, because I swear I buy these and then they jump way up in price. This should say Dark Gyarados. Okay, Dark Gyarados. And let's sort by the high price. Oh, there's not one for sale. Oh my god, dude. There's not even one for sale. That's just crazy. Okay, let's check sold. Okay, well, I think this is the one I bought, isn't it? You purchased this item, yep. So the listing was $1,800, but after taxes, it was $1,900. That's how taxes work, huh? And crazy, okay. Just looking at a few other things while we're at it. Oh, there is now a fossil Gengar for only $2,000. How can that be $2,000? That's nuts. That card used to be like $600. Here's a Gengar from Phantom Forces, but it's in Japanese, and they want $9,000 for it. Wow. And what's this? Wow, they want a Japanese unlimited mysterious mountain Gengar. They want $8.5 thousand for that. How can these cost so much? It just doesn't make sense. Here's a Gengar from Stormfront. And it's non-hollow, and they went 780 for just one Gengar. What? That's like unbelievable. Oh, the Trick or Trade Gengar. They want $80 for him, huh? Huh. $80. Wow. That's interesting. Okay. I know you have a ridiculous TCG collection, but what does your precious metal stack look like? Not very large. Not very large. I don't have a lot of precious metals. I have some, but not a lot. So I have a couple of the large precious metal coins. So like big, heavy silver coins. I don't know where I'm keeping all those. They're somewhere. I got a little bit of gold. It's just a little bit. So we got a little, this is half, right? Half ounce, quarter ounce, quarter ounce. So that's 1 full ounce of gold right there. Then I got these pamps that I used to sell for $165. All these prices are out of date. I'd have to look again, okay? Here's a 1/10 ounce coin. I noticed the smaller the coin is, the larger the premium. But it kind of makes sense, right? Because they have to manufacture like a tiny piece of gold, and it's, you know, it's work. So here's a couple more pamps. That's what I had left of the pamps. Here's my favorite gold coin. So I bought this as a collectible gold, and I think I paid $3,000 for it. And I've seen it sell for $8,000. I don't really know what it's worth today. But I know they brought the Queen's Beast back, the artwork. They put it on like a square medallion. It's not a coin, it's some kind of square thing. And so I don't know what the Queen's Beast would do today. Let's take a quick look. Gold Queen's Beasts. 1 ounce. Okay, let's take a quick look. So, we have the completer. I don't see the completer. Yeah, so they actually brought it back. Take a quick look at that. So there's the completer coin, but it's on a sort of bar. Yeah, it's a silver bar. So they put the Queen's Beast on a bar. And I guess that's always the risk, you know, with trying to collect something. Somebody will always try to, somebody's always going to come in and try to reprint it, right? Because they go, hey, we can make more money from that. It's a bit different that time, though. If you look, the coin has a different appearance. That seems to be like a young Queen Elizabeth or something like that. So they've altered it a bit. And I don't think it looks as good anyways. Like, look, which one would you rather have? The bar or the coin? I'm going to go with the coin all day long because the coin just looks, you know, more tight. Looks tighter. All right, so they reprinted it because they want to make some more money, of course. And they said, hey, this was a really good design. Can we just change that? Look, you can buy one. It's 3.5 thousand. The Queen's Beast bar. That's cool. But so I've got a first day issue Queen's Beasts gold coin, and I've seen it sell for $8K. I don't see one for sale at all right now. Oh, here we go. Perfect. So this was on July 23rd, and it looks like in auction it went for $7,300. Perfect. So that's exactly kind of like what I said. I saw one sell for $8K, and so here's one selling for 7.3. After taxes, that's pretty close to $8K. So, and it's the same exact coin, MS70, first day of issue. So I'm betting this is worth about $8,000. That's a sold price. Maybe I should save that. I should save that as an image. Save the photos. There we go. Because I don't know when I'll want to sell that. We are. All right. I really like the coin. It doesn't really feel like anything's going to replace it. You know, they made those bars, but they're just okay. I like the coin better. I think the coin's a lot better. That's what spot is for gold. Nice. Take a look at this. Yeah, gold's expensive, huh? Just a small piece of gold costs a lot of money. But so yeah, I've got chunks of silver too. Got like this guy here. This guy was actually for sale for $420. So this is a really finely crafted silver coin, and that is for sale. This very nice. That price might be out of date because silver's gone up, hasn't it? Silver's gone up. So $420 might not be appropriate for that anymore. Hey, Mister, just watched back the stream from the other day, and I saw that Janice gifted me a $50 store credit. I think you wrote down 40 on the card. Did I actually? She said 50 and I wrote down 40. Oh my God, dude. Somebody locked me up, dude. That's really stupid of me. Okay. Adam P. Carlos Chavez. Ah, here it is. I better check it because sometimes I read the screen and it says something different from it says something different from what I say out loud. So the screen might have said 40 and I might have said 50 like a dummy. Gold break? I will not be hosting breaks on any gold or silver. I think it's just a bit odd. I think it's too close to doing a break on like gold and silver is too close to like actually running a casino. And I don't want to run a casino. I want to run a card shop. We have a card shop with card breaks. And that's very appropriate because it's cardboard. But if it was like gold, that just doesn't feel right. In my gut, it doesn't feel right. So I don't want to do it. What you could do, though, let's say you pull something like this Giovanni's Gyarados. You can say, please turn my Gyarados into chunks of silver. So if you pull anything at all on this table, have me convert it into gold and silver. I'm totally open to that. So you're welcome to do it that way. But we will never host a direct break on gold and silver. It's too weird. All right, let's look up Janice real fast. Make sure this is accurate. Yeah, it's too weird at that point. Okay. Oh. Give me a moment. What? Janice is a big customer. Oh my gosh. I didn't realize. I can see it now. She's a big deal, man. Yes, it was 50. Sorry about that. It was 50. I must have... I read it correctly out loud, but I wrote the wrong thing down. I'm so dumb. All right. I double-checked. All right. Whew. Now, let's see what's next. I found it was in ZELLE. So she uses both the ZELLE and PayPal. She's a big customer. Nathan Gordon, $10 on Slab Away, the spot on Japanese Nidoking. You got it. So here you go. So we aren't going prospecting for gold. Mister, you need an assistant. Yeah, that would be nice. I'm now hiring a lovely assistant. You either have to be a cute girl or a guy in a wig. One or the other. This 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's up to 4 already. Yeah, that's popular, man. That's popular. Nidoking's popular. It's all good, Mister. Just I already read that. So, Nathan Gordon, let's go to your Slab Away. So I've got a submission today. It's from Mr. Aovic, and he has sent me his cards again. It's kind of funny because he shouldn't have had me ship them back to him in the first place. Here we go. Let's see. So this is from Mr. Aovic. We got a Celebi Venusaur. That's a tag team card. That's kind of cool. From Team Up, but it's in an SGC slab. Here is a... Okay, he might have gotten this for me. Maybe he pulled this from the Poke Shuffle. Here's a Slay King. I feel like I priced this one before. Azation V, TCC. That's Rick and Morty, Beth Smith. It looks like it had gone down to 61 last time it was here. Then Ekans. Then Electrocuted. That one's cool. This one says Crack. I don't want any crack. Here's Shaman. Meowth. And here's French fries for $34. And Life's Sweet, Mr. Krabs, $30. Here's SpongeBob for $20. Here's Sandy Squirrel for $25. Here's the dog from Rick and Morty, $20. And here is actual Rick Sanchez for $175. I don't know if you're watching, Janice, but I much appreciate it. Okay, let's see. I satisfied both requirements. Here we are. Here's this. Here's this. All right. Here's this. Here's this. So those are some cards. Those are already priced. Let me put these back into his box. Don't want to get them mixed up with the other guy, Mr. Adam. So, I like this Meowth, huh? He's a Delta Species Meowth. That's not bad. So those are back up on the table now. We had them originally, and he had me mail them back, and then he mailed them back to me. SpongeBob's can go for 20 apiece. Oh, nice. Let's take a quick look into that. SpongeBob's are $20 a piece, guys. At this point, he's just trying to recover anything he can from the SpongeBob's. You know why? Because they're just SpongeBob's. They're just SpongeBob. Even getting the cost of the grading back is a big win. Let's keep this one at 30. It's an actual pristine. I like that. I like the pristine. Now let's get these gem 10s and get them down to 20. This one's already at 20. And this needs to come down to 20. All right, you got it, man. All right, so these are pretty attractive at 20 a piece now. And he's fine at 30, I think. Let's leave him at 30. You got to ask a little premium on a card that's graded pristine. All right, there we go. There we go. There they are. Haha. Take a look at that, guys. Okay. Lovely. Now, we took care of Mr. Nathan Gordon. Thank you, Nathan Gordon. And we're hitting refresh. Hope everyone's doing all right. If you haven't done it yet, take a second to smack the like button. Now, I'm not seeing any orders. Slow Tuesday. Tuesday is a well-known day for being slow. Let's talk about a little bit of what's going on these days. We've got Pokemon Black and White English. We got the English Black ETBs are freshly restocked. Okay, that's nice. We got PRB2, which has been going absolutely crazy. We also have OP12, by the way. We've got these rocket cards here. We got Prismatic's been going kind of nuts. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but Prismatic's been selling. Here's PRB2. Okay, PRB2. We have not pulled a manga out of there. We actually still have this set, although it's cooled off a bit. We haven't had many sales of this in a while. That's a Final Fantasy. Still chasing after the Golden Chocobo. We haven't pulled one of those. I would like to pull one. That would be a great clip. We could use a clip right now. Our subscribes have slowed down by like 50%, and I know why. It's because I'm not posting anything, and in general, our videos have not pulled in the views they used to pull. So we're having a slow July for views, very slow. So I got to start making more content. It's really, 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 really difficult because how do I make time to relax? I mean, it's almost like stressful thinking about it. You know, I'm supposed to relax and go have more off time. But it's like I go have off time and now the channel's underperforming. And it's like, well, now I'm stressed because the channel's underperforming. You know, channel needs to be pulling in more views. I need to be working on stuff. And, you know, like yesterday I was working on the PSA BGS submission. And it took 8 hours to get the BGS submission done. It's not a small job. It's a big job. And so I just didn't relax at all that day. I just worked all day long. And I got the PSA submission to work on immediately. Like, I want the PSA submission done in the next few days. So it's very hard to just make up time somehow. Let's see. So we've got that. We've got, what else do we have that's interesting? Anything else that's interesting? Gem 2 is still cool. I like Gem 2. There you go. Gem 2. You guys like Gem 2? It's a big deal. Chance to pull the Umbreon out of there. He's cool. What else has been doing well? The regular Final Fantasy Opus set. That's been doing well. I just got a restock on Hidden Trials because we were almost sold out of Hidden Trials. So that's been doing well. I need to get rid of these Dragon Ball Beyond Generations. And then we have the breaks. I think we're waiting on the new Japanese XY Mega. I shouldn't say XY. I should say the new Mega set, Symphonia and Brave. That's to be released in like 2 weeks or something. Or maybe it's a week. But anyways, I've got that set up. It's going to be headed over here. And hopefully in a fast manner. Hopefully it arrives quickly. Other than that, I'd say it's just the wonderful, wonderful, wonderful breaks we have up on the table. And also these nice commission orders, which have some interesting slabs sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. The best cards tend to get picked really quickly. They go, ooh, I'll take that one. Here we are. Booster bundle. So there's pack opening, which is sort of like a process of risking your money for a good RNG. There's slab breaks, which is the same idea, but in my opinion, it's more efficient. You actually risk less money for a chance for a nice card. That's why the breaks are so wonderful. Then there's just buying slabs outright, which is probably one of the best methods to acquire a Pokemon card because you don't take any gamble at all. But the problem is you pay the whole price. So you're going to pay the whole price on the slab now. So those are the ways to work on your collection. Hey, it's Mr. Brett. Read chat. Mr. I had sent an order like 10 minutes ago. What? Let me click. Here's a CASHAPP order for Steven. Let me look into it, Miss Six. Maybe it's just not showing up. I don't see it there at all. You know, I feel like we had this yesterday. And I said, how did I miss that? Because yesterday we missed an order, and it didn't really make sense that it got missed. And so I'm wondering if maybe the emails for PayPal are showing up late or something. Luke Lurie's here. Hey, what's up, Luke Lurie? Okay, so here it is. 2 of your finest Gem 2 packs. That came right after Beatrice. Huh, that's so weird. That is so weird. All right, let's get it. 2 of your finest Gem 2 packs. You got it. Gem 2. Okay. One moment. Here we are. We got 2 Gem 2s. Okay. What's up? You know what's up? The shooting in Manhattan, man. One of the people who died was a lady in her office. She was like a higher up working for Blackstone, and she got murdered. Oh, let's zoom in. She leaves behind 2 young children. The motive for the killing was not Blackstone, according to the police. They say they have a note saying that he was targeting the NFL. It was the headquarters of the NFL, which people are really obsessed with this idea of like Luigi Mangione or whatever, and the whole taking down of CEOs. Oops. Like healthcare CEOs. Blackstone is a company that invests in real estate, so they buy up single-family homes. So at first, a lot of people were speculating that he was targeting them for that and that it was a political message, but he actually left a note behind, apparently, stating that he was trying to take down the NFL as a result of a brain injury that he suffered because of the NFL, which I don't really understand that part. Maybe it's because he wanted to be a football player and it hurt him. So, I don't know, but apparently he had all kinds of brain issues already, so he was known to have brain issues. He was on medication and everything, and they found medication for him in the car. Ooh, 6, that's a fat bag. There you go, 6. Taking a shot at that Umbreon. Email hates me. Mister, we're deaf. Muted. I didn't mute it. The audio is not muted. 6 says I can hear him. Alleged CTE from football. Yeah, it's pretty sick, you know, trying to take down other people like that. That's pretty messed up. That's the world. That is the world. That's how the world is. That's how you end up becoming like a conservative and saying, okay, I need a couple acres of land and for everyone to stay far, far away from me. And eventually you get jaded and you say, all right, the thing that's probably given me the most risk is other human beings. So you just want to stay away, you know? It's a real thing. All right, now let's get back to it. You've never understood conservatives. It's almost like conservatives, they've got a very jilted, jaded look at the world, and they go, all right, just don't come near me. Stay away from me. I like being left alone. Just me and my family. All right, Steven Gonzalez. Oh, yeah. We got some OP12. Mister, did you get my payment for my slab away the other day? I think it was more than paying it off. Mr. Jacob, I remember I serviced your order late, and it was like $80, wasn't it? And let's see if we can find it real fast. Give me a second. I'll just double check it for you since it was late and you probably didn't get to see it. Okay, so it was a Jacob Chickering order, $80, just like I thought. Slabaway, can you check what is left? Yes, you overpaid by $30. Here it is. Jacob Chickering. I remember now. There you go. All right. But, you know, conservatives take that too far sometimes. They become hermits or like, you know, they become neurotic. That's the word I like to use these days, neuroticism. Conservatives can be neurotic. There you go. Antisocial. Super negative. It is. All right. And then something like this shooting happened and you go, ooh, glad I don't live there, you know. All right. All right. That's all the political parties are in the end, aren't they? They're just different personalities. They're just different personalities. There we go. Steven. Seems like humans are split like yin and yang between two different personality types, openness and neuroticism. Maybe extroversion, introversion, something like that. Steven, I don't think that's a perfect measure, though. Definitely the neuroticism is, though. I think the neuroticism is a big predictor for Republican or Democrat. If you have a person who's highly neurotic, I think you're going to find that more often they're conservative. But it's probably also conscientiousness, like how orderly, like how many rules do you like to have? How orderly are you? That's probably another predictor. So high neuroticism, high conscientiousness, you're probably a conservative. Here's Miss 6. 2 of your finest Gem 2 packs. Yes, there it is. I just got the email, 6. I just got the email. Mr. Brandon. Hey, Brandon. He says 5 packs of the Usersoft. Ooh, I happen to have that right here. Why don't we turn those 5 packs, oops, into 6 packs? You know why? Because I'm just trying to get rid of these. There you go. Usersoft. I've got too many products on the menu. Okay, ready? What the hell? My browser didn't say it was muted. Debated. I say we reclassify by PP size. Ooh, that's a great question. Who do you think has the better PP size, the Republicans or the Democrats? If you could know that, wouldn't that be interesting? Yes. All right. That'd be a big brag by whoever wins that. It is. All right. I don't want to play this. I'm worried he'll give us copyright. All right, let's grab this. It is too damn hot. Is it? Let's grab this. Do you does any free giveaways like other YouTubers? No, I don't does those. Sorry, man. No free giveaways here. We got win. Konnichiwa. Whoa! That's Usersoft, by the way. Usersoft is kind of a lewd set. It is. All right. Here's Gift Girl. All these are like slightly lewd. Here's that one. Okay, this girl here. I don't think my IC has turned off one day or all day. Oh, can you do giveaway for a card for me and my cousin? What? You just want giveaways, huh? Hey, man, you got any free ones? Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Here we are. Mr. Rowe Annie Gamer. You just want free ones, huh? Here's this. If I could just have some free ones, that would be great. All right. For you and your cousin. What's your favorite Pokemon? Very nice. Hey, mister. Oh, I don't have money right now. Ah, that sucks. Ooh, did you hear that thunder? It's going to rain out there. Thank you, Mr. Brandon. All right, Mr. Brandon. First one is free. Second is double to make up for the first free one. What? This is Brandon Warder. Not to be confused with the other Brandon. We have to be very careful not to confuse those two. Let's see. How many did the Nidoking break? It's Nidoking. This guy doesn't even know Pokemon. Looking for Mr. Brandon. Brandon, you got a bag, don't you? Or did I ship you? Maybe I shipped you. Oh, wait. Here's a Brandon bag. BRW. That's Brandon Wong. What'd you have in here? Look at that. You had a couple cards in here. There you go. Get your fresh bag. New bag. I found an existing bag for you. It said BRW on it. That's my shorthand for you. There it is. So you got a couple cards now. Whoa. Yeah, free ones. There you go. Alert, alert. All right. That feels nice, doesn't it? Discovering you have a couple extra cards. All right. Here's Cubone. Look at that Cubone. There's Mama Cartman. Radondees. Lugia. And Rainbow Dragonair. That Rainbow Dragonair is only affordable because it's a 7. If that was a 10, PSA 10, I'd probably ask, like, I don't know, a lot for that one. It is Dragonair on the other hand, too. It's not like I wouldn't ask like $5,000 on a Dragonair. It's too much. All right. Well, I feel like this is tilted up slightly too much. Let's tilt it forward a little bit. Mister noticed there was only 3 packs open for my OP12 order. I sent in for 4 packs. Oh, right, because those are $3 each. Do me a favor, when you order those, tell me how many you ordered, okay? Help me out with that. We are. All right. Very nice. Just say like 4 packs OP12 or something like that. There we go. Reduces math mistakes because you're having me do math for you when you order. Let's see. And you don't want me doing math. If you don't have to have me doing math. We are. So that's Steven Gonzalez, right? I think it was Steven. There it goes. Very nice. Boop. All right. You know, my brain has a hard time believing they're so affordable because almost nothing on the menu costs $3 a pack. So OP12 is really affordable. Almost everything costs more than $3. So my brain automatically thinks $4. I think I did that to you last time. All right, cool, man. A recent payment to you did not complete. Oh, an Edwin Delsid. Okay, so we have an Edwin Delsid failed e-check. See, now I know to pay attention to that stuff. I didn't know that in the past, and I got killed for it. Okay, there you go. I know Edwin will probably fix that. But, you know, in the past, I got killed by not knowing how any of that worked. There we are. And, you know, it's interesting, when you don't talk about it, lots of people just go, oh, well, then I don't owe you that, because you don't know that I owe you that. This. All right, let's take a picture of this. So being very aware of it, people go, oh, let me fix that for you. All right. None of you guys, though. You guys are too nice. Just those earlier guys, when I didn't know about it. Okay, plug this back in. All right. We're going to take this down, and this down, and this down, and this down, and this down. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. What is this? I should take a picture. All right, so clicking on this. Good. We have Jesus Aguilera, 5 Tiers of the Planet. Heck yeah, dude. Oops. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I enter the giveaway for the rare card? How to enter? Well, you just say that you'd like to enter it, and then I enter you into it. I like Sabrulege. Oh, I was missing his... My beast is Tinkaton, and my cousin likes Charizard. Yeah, your cousin likes Charizard and Tinkaton? Wow, very cool. Let's snip this. Okay. All right, there we go. Tossing that. What do we got here? Volker. Look at that Volker. He's eating some bread. Volker. Here's Cloud of Boobies. Not Cloud of Boobies. Vivi. Reno. Here's Cutter. Mobius. And Sephiroth. Young, idealistic Sephiroth before he turned evil and grew his hair out really long. There you go. All right. Wonder how many girls find Sephiroth attractive. There we go. Okay. Very good. My cousin likes PSA 10 Charizards. Yeah, if I could just have one of those for free. Those are the ones we like. There we go. No one makes me squeak, says 6. That's right, 6. 6 roars. Rawr. Here's... Oh. We've got, oh, a tale of two ho-ohs. Take a quick look at that. You guys tell me, which one do you like better? Ace of Spades on the right or the Queen of Spades on the left? Two different ho-ohs. What's going on here? They're both from the year 2000, but one of them is from the gold deck. The other one is silver deck part 2. Which one do you like better? You're not allowed to say both. I liked and subbed and told my cousin to as well. Thank you again. Oh, that's so nice. Appreciate that. A ho-oh, how-oh back. Oh, appreciate that. We're trying to get some subscribes. We're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. The last one. I personally like this one better, the one that Mr. LaFlame has for sale. Not because the card looks spectacularly better necessarily. It's the same artwork, but maybe I don't like these red loops here and here. They look good if you're putting it with the rest of the silver deck, but as a standalone card, this one looks better. But more importantly, it's the Ace of Spades. That's the high card in poker. So Ace of Spades is a sexy card. So that would explain the nearly $100 difference between the two cards. All right. Is it the same picture? Yes. The ace is clean. Yes, the ace is clean, not dirty. Okay, so now we have an order from Cake. Mr. Jacob, he says, thanks for everything. Please take what I just sent and use my credit. Can I get 2 Chinese Hidden Fates and shipping? Keep the change. No problem, man. Okay, Mr. Jacob. And then let's go get those Chinese Hidden Fates. Ooh, my leg. Crushing my leg here. I think we're nearly out of these Chinese Hidden Fates. Almost time to remove them from the menu. So excited for the PSA turn when they come in. Oh, gosh. The Dragonite return should be done around August 5th. And I'm really hoping you get a high grade on that card. There it is. If you get a 9, that's okay. Like, you just be like, you got a 10. But, you know, PSA is a tough grader, so they might give it a 9. If you didn't know this, and I already knew this, if you didn't know this, it is very, very hard to grade 10s on those old sets like Jungle and Fossil. That's why there's so few of them. Ooh, Still Valley. There's so few of them graded 10 because it's very hard to get 10s on those. We are. All right, not bad. You pick up Still Valley. Jacob Chickering. You want these little Chinese bulk cards? Why don't I give them to you? They're fun. Fun seeing cards in another language. Okay, so Jacob, you probably got a bag over here. So hold your breath and don't get too excited. Get excited. You know, if you get a 9, that's still decent. Because PSA is so rough these days. They even hand out easy 8s. PSA will hand out an 8 like it's easy. They'll be like, we think your card sucks so much. Here's an 8. So they're very tough these days. And I was warned in 6 about that too. Because these cards, they're all really good cards. So, you know, you get more excited for really good cards. I'm going to be sad if the whole order is 9s, but it's only like 6 cards, so it's possible. Have you seen the new Mega set coming out? Yep, Mega Brave, Mega Symphonia. Mister, wondering if you got my PayPal order, says Gabriel. Probably. We are. I'm working on this order because we work on them one at a time. All right, there we go. Did you order it like 30 minutes ago? Is that why you're asking? That's the card I wanted. Oh, you got the card you wanted? Nice. 2 Ancient Origins sold for $5,500 today. 2 of them? 2 of them. This is it. Ancient Origins might be going up right now. Let's see. This box has gone up more than any other box I've ever sold in the middle of selling it. The price per pack's about to rise, probably. Yeah. Cheapest one's now $6,000. Is there a reason why this one isn't sold? Oh, it's in 8 carts. It's about to sell. Oh, crazy, man. That's crazy. All right, that's it. Ancient Origins is $250 now. Wild. I was saying that yesterday, that you guys should jump in at $200 because it's probably going to change. I was saying that to people. I sell these by the pack, right? Well, if the pack price is jumping, then it costs more. Wild. That's really crazy. Some people got into that break for like $128 when we first started. $128. Now it's at $250, virtually doubling. Wow, dude. Did you get my carrier pigeon order? Sent about 4 months ago. Oh my God. All right, Jacob, have no fear about the slab. The slab gets added in at a later moment when Miss Alexis has the label. Okay, and thank you for letting me keep the change. Appreciate that. Okay, Mr. Brett says he's got... Oh, and so Gabriel asked if I had an order for him in PayPal, right? Okay, I'm clicking on PayPal. I did all the PayPal orders according to this. Let me look. Because we had a problem where 6's order didn't show up, right? So let's see. 6, Arturo, Gabriel. It did not give me either Gabriel or Arturo. What is going on here? We're going to have to keep very close eye on PayPal orders. Let me get those Patrick Fries. Arturo ordered the Patrick card, and I never got that email. That's crazy. Okay, so we'll just have to keep a close eye on PayPal orders for now. So I'll be watching those carefully. So there's Patrick Fries. Wonder what could be going on. Maybe there's like a delay or something. So this is for Aovic, is it not? So let's see if we have an Aovic card in here. Okay, so hold on, guys. We had more PayPal orders than it looked like. We have 2 more to service. Aovic. Here you go. You still got your card. Good. I'm happy I didn't open my Ancient Origins box. I cannot believe that it's selling so well. It's kind of crazy, isn't it? All right. We'll keep an eye on... I'm gonna personally keep an eye on those now, okay? So that comes out. Aovic, I can't remember. Do you do store credit? You do store credit, don't you? Or do you do cash? I think he does cash, actually. So that'll be 14. The difference between store credit and store cash and cash is like 60 cents. It's almost the same. All right, so this will say 14. Yes. All right. And this will say Mr. Arturo Perez. Are those Tokyo Johto 1998 to 2001 Ho Pokemon Ace and Queen Poker Blackjack Pokemon Gem PSA 10 slabs? Yes. Did you say Tokyo? Not Tokyo. No, they're not. It won't say Tokyo on them. There are Toyota cards. There's also poker cards that are from specific like Pokemon Center shops in Japan. There might be like a Tokyo Center. All right, so that was Arturo. And then there is a Gabriel order for 2 Gem 2s and 4 Poke Shuffles. Poke Shuffles, nice and full here, huh? Take a look at that. Okay, good luck in there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is. All right. 4 cold ones, 4 cold ones. Gabriel. Sorry, Gabriel. Oof. Now, how about those 2 Gem 2s, huh? Gem 2s are still special. Gem 2s give you a chance for a really, really high-end Umbreon. Oof. Yeah. At least you didn't buy like 10 of them and go cold. I think I saw someone do that yesterday. I also saw some really big pulls come out yesterday, too. So sometimes there's like a run on the Poke Shuffles. Oh, look at that. Penny. Very nice. And, all right, Sleevion. I'm grateful for you because you said invest in XY years ago and now it's crazy up. Thanks, man. I've gotten that a lot, dude. I've gotten that a lot. A lot of people have come back in and said that they made similar moves to me or that they heard me saying, I think this is going to be underpriced. You know what I mean? And so some people actually did that and now they're like really experiencing like a crazy return, almost like crypto or something. Like some of the people got lucky with crypto or maybe like a meme stock or something. Here is Gabriel. But seriously, I mean, that Ancient Origin box traveling up to, 6,000, that's crazy. I don't know what to think of that even. It's really, really high. Considering it was like $1,000 at the beginning of the year almost. Was it 1,000 or was it like 1.5? It was like 1.5 at the beginning of the year. Ancient Origins was 1.5. And I kept talking about how I felt that the Ancient Origins XY era stuff was all underpriced. I said this over and over again. I said, black and white booster boxes are really, really expensive. They're like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,000. And I said the next set to do that is X and Y, just because of the age. You got a bag, right? You got a bag, don't you? Am I going nuts, Mr. Gabriel? Why am I not seeing this bag? Your bag would be right in the front too, right? Gregory Game Boy. I reached my money limit. The Umbie in 10 is still expensive. Yeah, that might not be changing. All right, new bag it is. All right. If you guys know you need a new bag, let me know because it'll speed things up a little bit. There it is, but we're having a slow day today. New bag. All right, there it is. Yeah, me on the goose hunt. I call it the goose hunt when there's no bag to look for. There it is. All right. Here now. I shipped yesterday. Looks like they're both from 2000. 1998 and 2000 was the last official print run of that type of stuff. Of the poker cards? No, they kept printing different types of poker cards for a long time. Now, we're going to say Gabriel. Gallegos. 8.25. All right, new bag. I always use a new bag. It is not good for you. Now, what do we have here? We've got Dark Porygon. We've got a Yellow Magikarp. We've got a Checklist. We've got an Electabuzz. And we've got a Disney Chrome PSA 9 Stitch. I really don't think this is going to sell for 157. Just how it is. If you ever want to lower this, Mr. LaFlame, let me know, because I think that card would have trouble selling for like 60 bucks. It's just one card. Okay, so I think we got all these PayPal orders done. Good. And now we have an order for Mr. Brett Love. $135 for a black box. $65 towards a break or slab. Up to you. Thanks. Ooh, Mr. Brett, it's your turn, Mr. Brett. How are you today? All right. Whew. Very nice black bolt. Boop. Okay. Yes, lower it to 60. That's my thoughts too, because it's just one card out of one of those boosters, and the whole booster cost, like, if I recall back in the day, about $100, and you would get multiple gradable cards out of there. All right, let's see if it goes for 60, because I just think that most people are going to hesitate to pay over $100 for any 9. So hard to sell 9s. There it is. Okay, there it is. Now that is a price that might actually move. Set this over here. And so what you guys are looking at with this card, by the way, let's show it off for a second since we just did that. So this is a rare card that popped out of there. It's a 27 out of 28. So there's only 28 of these. And it's a Lilo and Stitch. He's wearing a Cheshire Cat costume. It's a really kind of specialty card because the border is, it looks like a 100 Dalmatians border, is it? No, maybe not. Maybe it's just this red-black wave. And then, yeah, he's pretending to be from Alice in Wonderland. That's what's going on here. Welcome to Wonderland. That's from Topps Disney 100. Okay. Doing good, mister? Hope you're as well. Yeah, I'm so busy, man. I'm doing good, just so busy. No breaks. I feel like I just can't keep up with all the things I'd like to get done, and it's a sort of frustrating feeling, isn't it? And then I'm supposed to take, like, time off and enjoy myself, and it's like, how can you enjoy yourself if all the work's not done? All right, tossing this. Grabbing these. I still got to encapsulate some TCC slabs for Ivan Rodriguez and Mr. NHCC, but I'm going to do that after the PSA submission is complete. Wish I had gotten a loan and bought them. I'm still kicking myself for not buying Evolving Skies when I first started watching. You were talking about it. I could have bought some for retail, but I didn't have the money. I would not start taking out loans to gamble on Pokemon prices because it's never a sure thing. What could have happened is they could have gone down in price. So it's not a good idea to be tempted to gamble. I've said the same thing probably. I said something like, I remember when first edition base set Charizard was $65,000, and I looked at it and I went, wouldn't that be nice to have? I had no clue it was going to jump to like 200,000 all of a sudden. That's what happened. So Logan Paul came in and he wanted to buy one, and then it jumped overnight to like 200,000. And had I bought it for 65,000, I'd have done very well. But I would have had to pull out a loan for that. I would have had to go to the bank and say, hey, I'm buying a Pokemon card. I certainly did not have the money for something like that at that point in life. That would have been a very good loan. There we go. But you know what's nice? Not having to pay a loan back. That's nice. Not sure if my Zelle went through. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. There's no problem with the Zelle. It's just not your turn. PayPal's the only one that showed any kind of issue. And we'll be watching PayPal. It is. Here's Darmaku, Valkarona. And here we have Fracture Poniard Meloetta. So in this set, Mr. Brett, you're trying to pull the Zekrom Chrome. And you're trying to pull the Victini Chrome card. There's also some really good ARs, Seismitoad, and I also like Haxorus. I think Haxorus AR is really special looking. They seem to be really hard to pull too, which is fun. Here's Whirlipede. Like, I feel like I've pulled 3 of these Whirlipedes already. Have I pulled Haxorus or Seismitoad? Not at all. So they seem to be pretty hard to pull. Here's Conkeldurr. And yeah, we noted that the pull rates in this set seem pretty challenging. Sandile Cover Fossil. And finally, oh man. So this is kind of like a typical ETB. Look what he pulled, guys. That was one whole ETB. And he got Excadrill, Meloetta, and Whirlipede. Harsh, man. This set is harsh. We had Mr. Mahasvara. He came in and he opened virtually a case of these. And I think out of the whole case, we saw like one decent hit, the alternative art Black Kyurem. And so yeah, this is a interesting set because it's making me think of Prismatic slightly. Prismatic, you know, Prismatic famously has the hardest pulls in the game. You just really will not get what you want out of there. Well, this is also coming off as sort of a very difficult set to pull your hits out of. Here, a little Haxorus for you. Okay, what gen is this from? The Black and White era, which is probably Gen 5. I think it's Gen 5. Is it Gen 5? It is. There it goes. All right. Cool. Whew. I got the Zekrom Chrome yesterday. I traded for 3 ETBs. Mr. is getting Vietnam flashbacks from my orders from the past. We are. Okay. So, Mr. Brett, what are we doing with you, Mr. Brett? You've got this big freaking bag right here. Yeah, big bag. And Jonathan Morris, huh? Jonathan Morris. We haven't seen Jonathan Morris in a while. Hope he comes back. I'm trying to remember what was going on with Jonathan Morris. There are. Somebody was having a divorce. And there we go. Then we stopped seeing them as much. Was it him? I can't remember. Might have been him. Grab this. Mr. Brett. Brett. Love. There you go, Brett. New bag time. Now, he says $65 toward a break or a slab. Let me think about it. $65 toward a break or a slab. Well, you could just climb into this really... Ooh, we could put you in here. This is $59. This is the pack split for Pokemon Gym Challenge. This set has a Charizard in it and a Gengar. Real popular. Porygon Slab is solid. Yeah, funny enough, this comes out to exactly 65. It's Dark Porygon from Neo Destiny. This gives him a shot at Charizard and Gengar. Let's do that. This guy right here. Let's do this. Okay, Brett Love. Let's see how far along this is. Okay. By the way, guys, this is a way to do a break on a bunch of raw cards. Let's see, Brett Love. It is called the P-Split, the pack split. We call it a pack split now. We think it describes what's going on better. 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 5 deep. You need 5 more people and it goes off. Okay, good. By the way, guys, did you know we're also running this? This is a booster pack break. One person gets the whole booster pack for $40. It's 1 in 6. So there you have it. The fact that Ancient Origins has gone up in price now makes this a more attractive offer. There's basically no premium on this. It's just the price. $200. All right. Well, I'm number 1 for a change in life. All right, so you got $6 left, Mr. Brett. I'll write you down for $6. All right, $6 remains. And we have an order now for Mr. Brandon. Brandon says, can I have 5 Rascal Does Not Dream? Yes, you can. Let's get those Rascals. Okay, let's see. Rascal. There it is. All right. Rascal Doesn't Dream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Have 6 of these. You know what? Have 7 of these. Now, what is this? This is Azure. Perfect. There's the Azure box. How big is the binder break? Yes, I got to show it off. We're going to add a couple more cards to it, but they'll be like cheaper, junkier ones. The big cards are in the front right here. So those are some of the big cards. Okay. And then we've got some vintage. And after the vintage, we've got, what are some of the other more expensive cards? Like these two here. You know, I really ought to sort it by most expensive to least expensive is what I ought to do. So let's see. These are like 15 and 4. They're not the most expensive. This card here, the Galarian Ponyta. This card's expensive. So the Detective Pikachu, or the Birthday Pikachu. And then the Cosmic Coughing. And then these two right here. And these are real cheap. They should go to the back. All right. The little Cosmic guy. Here's the little Eevee. Okay. Put this here. Surprising how they add up so fast. You know, they add up so fast to 280 or whatever it is. All right. But a lot of the money is just the first few cards. All right. We're going to get rid of one of these Tinkatinks, and we're going to add some other stuff in. Okay. Anthony says nice. Yeah, that's our new thing. It's called a binder break, and it just contains a bunch of raw cards. Because I got tons and tons and tons and tons of raw cards laying around from like years. Okay, so this is for Mr. Brandon. You're getting 7 of them. So you paid a different price for these. You paid like $4 for these. Let's get this open. No, wait. Before we open, there's another part to your order. So you also ordered 3 Halo Upper Deck. Okay, 3 Halo Upper Deck. Where are the Halo Upper Decks? 1, 2, 3. All right, we got 3 Halo Upper Decks. And shipping, but keep bag in your office. Okay, you're paying ahead for the shipping. Sounds good, man. So here are the Halos. We're gonna snip this. Okay, snipping that. Good. Snipping this. Okay. And snipping these. And snipping this as well. There we go. All right. A little bonus on those Rascal Doesn't Dream cards. Ready? Win. So the next order on Rascal is a fresh box. Okay, here's this girl. Oops. Okay, here's this girl here. Knees girl. I had like 3 or 4 people ask me to buy this Rascal Doesn't Dream set. And then it arrived and they didn't want it. Isn't that crazy? We are. Hey, are you getting Rascal Doesn't Dream? Are you getting Rascal Doesn't Dream? Okay, I'll go get it. Proceeds to not buy any of it. It's one of those things, huh? It kind of reminds me of Crown Pikachu. Remember Crown Pikachu? That was the most voted on card to do a break on. And then it was one of the slowest moving rare candies ever. Just sat there forever. There it is. There it goes. All right. It's like everyone said, you know what? I don't want Crown Pikachu, actually. I've realized. We are. All right. One of these. Wow. So you got a nice 2 full arts out of there, out of 7 packs. That's a good pull rate. That's like a full art every 3 packs. Okay, now the Halos. Cortana. Oh, what are we getting here? Oh, yeah. We got Captain James Cutter. Too bad it's Captain James Cutter. He's from Halo Wars. So I really appreciate him because I played that game for like hundreds of hours probably. And he had the Mech Blaster, revving up the Mech Blaster. He had like this laser beam he could shoot from the sky, and it would like destroy one big unit or something, or a building. All right. It was scary in the late game because if he upgraded that move, he could take 3 big shots, and that was a big deal for changing the direction of the game. It is. All right, what do we got? Because the sudden high impact damage could really reach a threshold for like disabling a base or taking down a single large unit. All right. If you ran up into a Captain Cutter, you knew you weren't going to try and rush a Scarab out because there was no point. Captain Cutter would just Mac Blast the Scarab, so there'd be no point. Okay. What's the number on Cutter? We'll take a look at it. We'll take a look. Okay. And now we've got a numbered Banished Chopper. Hey, you had a vehicle card and it's got a number on it. Out of 117, Banished Chopper. And then the Cutter is 604 out of 699. There you go. You got 2 numbered cards out of here, actually. Yeah, 2 numbered cards. The Captain Cutter and the Brute Chopper. Nice. You know, I'm still selling through these Halo Upper Decks. They sell well. Yeah, these have done well. There we go. So they will stay on the menu because they are so fun to open. And there's some really tremendous pulls in this set, guys, if you didn't know that. You can actually pull like a thick plastic card out. Those are probably the top pulls. Okay, so let's go grab the old bag. Mr. Brandon, here it is. Thank you, appreciate it as always. Mini panic attack, locked myself out of the building. What are you saying? You're saying you had a mini panic attack? I still don't know what a panic attack exactly is. I'm going to ask AI. Let's see. How do you know exactly what a panic attack is as opposed to just being very anxious? I guess that's my real question. The difference between a panic attack and just being very anxious can be subtle. Panic attack, let's see. It has physical symptoms. Racing, sweating, racing heart, sweating, trembling, shortness of breath, chest pain, nausea, dizziness, feeling detached from reality, fear of losing control or going crazy. Huh. I don't think I've ever felt that in my life. The fear of losing control of your own brain. Fear of dying, numbness or tingling, chills or hot flashes. Anxiety is more like a restlessness or feeling on edge, trouble concentrating, muscle tension, fatigue, irritability, trouble sleeping. If you feel like something terrible is about to happen, you can't breathe. I guess I don't have panic attacks at all. I never experienced those, so I don't know what they feel like. When you had a panic attack, you don't know what's going on. See you next week, mister. Sounds good, man. Stream seems choppy. I'm looking. According to this, the stream is not choppy. Are you guys experiencing choppiness? How hot is the phone? Whoa, the phone's very hot. You know, Mike's side noticed that the end of the nighttime stream had a certain choppiness to it. Choppy, yes. Fine for me. Guys, I want you to report to me if the stream seems choppy at all. We're going to pay close attention to that. We can't have that. You know, the phone feels very, very hot. I don't think the phone's supposed to be this hot. I noted that the other day. So if something like that's happening, it could be like there's too much data or something like that going on. Last night's nighttime stream was glitchy at the end. Yeah, I noticed it was glitchy at the end. Oh, let's write down that he has paid for shipping real fast. You keep an eye on it, guys. Let's see. Why am I still watching for such Forza? Forza, it's a question you could ask why people collect so many cards. People love collecting. A little bit choppy for me today. I have autoplay on, went to moan, came back to some live of cards. Oh. We are. Both streams choppy for me yesterday and today. Oh, okay. Can you describe the choppiness? What's going on in the choppiness? Because we don't like choppiness. Patrick Gibbs, 4 Pokey Shuffles. We don't like choppiness. We're going to pay close attention to that. Your phone might be broken. It could be a fire hazard. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a good tip as well, a fire hazard. We don't want a fire hazard around so many cards. I'm feeling the phone right now. Yeah, it's nice and hot, man. It's real hot. Could it be because it's charging? I'm gonna unplug it so that it's not charging, but I don't think that's it. I'm betting that the hardware is using too much, there's too much juice. It's using too much power or something. Mag cargo, which means that it's trying to do too much. Why would that be occurring? Sort of like data leak or something, mag cargo. I will have to check and see if there's an update for the phone, perhaps. Look at this box, man. That is full. And look at this Dragonite in there. Dragonite is in the box. It's probably the sun and internet. The sun's sending off mad energy. Well, we're not in the sun. Stream is smooth the whole time for me, says Alicia. Mike's side told me it was choppy, so I know it's got to be a little bit choppy somewhere. So keep an eye on it. Do some reporting for me. Let me know, guys. The phone does feel unusually hot. Ooh, that's Dark Mag Cargo from the Team Rocket Returns collection. That's the Team Rocket Returns Dark Mag Cargo. Stream looks okay for me, but I just got here. Last night was pretty bad. Right now looks fine. Okay, we'll keep an eye on it. It's so hot that I don't think it's supposed to be that hot. I think it's supposed to be... I've had this before with phones where for some reason they're just getting really hot while doing an activity. And it's usually a sign that the phone's trying to do too much. So it might not be the internet at all. It might be the phone. Phone might need an update. There might be an update waiting. Or it could be a glitch with the software I'm using. Like maybe they have bad software that needs updating. Maybe it's the browser that the users are using. There's a huge coronal hole at the moment. It doesn't matter. It sends off energy to affect everything. What? I didn't know Forza Fun was so knowledgeable. Try putting Power Saver on. Huh. No, I don't think that's possible. Power Saver will turn the phone off if I don't keep touching the screen. So we can't have that happen while we're live. Here's Smeargle. Here's Lugia. I could lower the quality of the stream, but I don't think that's a good idea either. We shouldn't have to. But according to this, it looks fine. The KBPS is running fine on this side. It doesn't show any problems. You do stream for quite a while on every single day phone. Might just be getting worn out. Yeah. What's the latest iPhone? When's the next iPhone coming out? Let's see. Is it time to upgrade to a new iPhone? Latest iPhone. Maybe it's time to retire this one. The 16 Pro Max, which came out in September of 2024. Upcoming. To launch in September of 2025. I'll wait till September 2025 if possible. We'll get the new iPhone. I mean, I think it's a good time to get a new iPhone because, you know, we've had this one for at least 2 years. Why not get a GoPro instead of a phone? If it's at that point, it's lagging. It should warn you it's hot. Yeah, it's not really warning me at all that it's hot. All right. It's a very important thing for me to keep an eye on, guys. It could also just be the internet. So it might not be the phone. It could just be the internet. Mr. got a 7. iPhone 7. I'm in iPhone 17. No, this is a latest iPhone from when I bought it like 2 years ago. There's been an earthquake along the Ring of Fire every day since the Alaska earthquake. It's literally a super strong sun. Mr. Actually, cameras are cheaper than phones. You can write it off for business. I like having the iPhone, I do, because it allows me to do a lot of things all at once. Not only do we record the stream, we post all of our videos from the phone, and we record all of our videos from the phone. So the fact that it's, you know, connected to the internet is a bonus. I wonder if I can actually turn this phone in. 15 Pro Max is a beast of a phone. I don't know. You're a beast of a phone. All right, let's see. Happy Tuesday, by the way, guys. How are you all? You got to think all the tires outside in the sun got to process all this internet. And there's probably 150 degrees in the sun. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, but I don't think that's probably it. I think it's, if there's any frame drops occurring right now, it's almost certainly because of the heat on the phone. The phone's very hot. Yeah, the phone's crazy hot. What's up with that? Can you show off the Poke Shuffle slabs? Absolutely, absolutely. Let me show you. We're just talking phones here right now. So in the Poke Shuffles, we got Dragonite. He's great. Mascogapon. Golem. He's on sale, 40. Geodude 9. Nidoking 10. He's on sale. Nidorino 10. She's on sale. Ella Kid, he's on sale. So these are all marked way down. This used to be 90. Here's a Mothman, he sucks. But you're gonna, I think this one gives you an option for store credit. Here's a Marceline for 15. Here's a Clefable. That's a Clefable. Here's a marked down Jigglypuff. So these Karuta cards, a lot of them got marked down, and they are running into the Poke Shuffle box at this point. I had that Nidoking as a kid. Really? Here's Radiant's History and Sneasler. Here's Gyarados. Here's Palafin, Pidgeotto, Castform. Mr. Forza, if you ran into this stream because of autoplay and you didn't intend to click on it, we've been streaming this kind of content for 6 years. Look at that. Beedrill, huh? So we are a big collector channel. I personally probably one of the largest collections in America. I bet I'm in a top 100 list, but I hope I hit higher up on that list, maybe top 50. So I hope I'm on the upper half. I got a really nice collection over the years that I've been working on for 6 years nonstop. And we host Rip and Ships, basically where you can open cards live or participate in breaks. Breaks are kind of like you're gambling on a card, essentially. That's what it is. You're taking a shot at a card. Here it is, Tyranitar, Ho-Oh. There it is, Mega Charizard. I heard the news that PSA is getting into that. PSA is getting into... Actually, it was Mr. LaFlame told me that PSA is getting into doing... what is it, like digital breaks with GameStop? Is that true? GameStop wants to do digital breaks. Just added this Gyarados, by the way. And then we got this as well. I wish I wouldn't have lost my first editions and Topps cards. I see your stream sometimes. I don't know. I watch a couple card guys. Cool. Here's Rayquaza Deoxys. Here's Dark Typhlosion. Yeah, there's a lot of card guys. Here's Gyarados. Here's Gengar. Not all the card... That one's really special. Not all the card guys host breaks, though. I host breaks, so you can come here and have a shot at a card and lose all your money. There it is. But you might be the guy who pulls it, too. So you're lucky. If you're the guy who pulls it, you're happy. So some guys pull them. Some cards I'm just keeping nearby, maybe because I was just showing them off at the time that I acquired them. But that's a very special Dark Dragonite. Here's some Gold Stars, huh? That's kind of nice, isn't it? That's nice. Okay. August 3rd is National Grab Some Nuts Days. I watched you like 2 years ago, but I lost it with the Pokemon card. I see it as a money hole. Oh, I hear you. Yeah, Pokemon cards can definitely be a money hole. You have to be, the number one thing, a lot of people lack this, the number one thing, you got to be patient. You got to be patient because collectibles do not go up in price in 24 hours. They go up in price over 6 years. So when you buy a card, you're not gonna buy that card and get rich off of it. It just won't happen. But if you buy that card and you hold it for like, okay, I'm gonna hold this card for 20 years. 20 years from now, it probably will be more valuable. Right, like all the stir about these old classic cards like Dark Gyarados is that they're so much more expensive than when we were as kids. Well, yeah, but that took 30 years. 30 years later. So you gotta be very patient with it and wait for that card to become like a vintage card, you know? So if you bought some cards today, Pokemon Black, White, ETB, like this guy that we were just showing off, I don't want to reach for that. But we were opening up Black and White for Mr. Brett just a minute ago. If you pull the chase card out of there, which it does cost money to get that chase card, it takes a lot of money sometimes. If you were to pull that 25 years from now, that's going to be a vintage card for some kid that grew up today. So there's some 10, 12, 13-year-old who is opening Pokemon cards, and it's their favorite thing to do with their mom and dad or brothers and sisters or friends on the street. And one day that's going to be a vintage card to that kid, and he's going to say, man, I missed that card. I wish I could own it again. And he's going to have a nice job because he's going to be all grown up, and then he's going to go buy that card. That's the whole idea of collecting. Well, I own this card because I had it when I was a kid, so I'm very nostalgic for it. And that's a real feeling. It's a real emotion like love. You can't deny that it exists. It's a real emotion like love. And it's not quite like love, though. It's more like possession. You want to possess something. You want to own it. And so anyways, so this Lugia came out in 2022, right? Well, what do you want to bet? In 2042, this card's going to be hyper expensive. It's already expensive, but what's it going to be worth in 2042? It's going to be nuts. So there's going to be a lot of that going on over time, and people are kind of caught on to that. And so they're buying cards and holding them and showing them off on social media. Guys like me, we actually get paid to show them off. So I get a ad revenue when I post a video showing off some cards. Pretty good. You just got to have the right cards. So imagine you just own the right cards and you take a video of it talking about, hey, look at these nice cards. I own it. and then you come back and you made a little money off of that. And one day you have like, you know, you have like 2,000 shorts on YouTube, all earning a couple pennies each, and it all adds up. You know, it all adds up into a little paycheck, and that paycheck will stay on the internet for the rest of my life. And it's like the other channel I have, the TheCardconomist, that still earns me money, although not as much. I feel like Monster Hunter is falling off a bit, but it was earning a lot more before the release of Monster Hunter Wilds, and just a little while afterwards too. Exactly why I wish I had my first edition. I stopped getting cards like 2 years ago. Got a couple of nice cards. Got a Rainbow Mew. He's awesome. Nice. Rainbow Mew, huh? What would that have been? That would have been like Sword and Shield Rainbow Mew, I think, from Fusion Strike. Probably sounds like Fusion Strike. How we doing? Is it choppy? On my side, it doesn't say choppy. On my side, it says the internet's running fine. All right. Well, guys, I haven't received an order for about 10 minutes, and so I'm thinking we're leaning toward the end of the stream. Let me, I could work on the slabs, or I could just wrap up here and go hang out with Carrots like right away. Let's show off what we still got for Adam. I'm going to price these cards up for Adam. My grandmother got me into them when they came out and told me to save them and not to touch them, and I did, and my parents divorced and got lost in the house move, had all the chargers, but oh, man, that sucks. That sucks, man. Dang, dude. Everyone's parents are getting divorced. I had a bad story, too. I had really bad parents, and I had a really big card collection that I worked really hard on as a kid. I made a little money because I was homeschooled, which means I really didn't do school at all when I was a kid. But my dad had a home business because we were so broke, because he had 11 children. So he worked very hard, and he had a home business. So I worked for him, and he paid me $3 an hour, and I just worked for him all day. I could work like 10 hours and earn $30 as a kid. So I'd be like 14 earning $30 a day. And then what do you think I did with a lot of that money? I went and I bought Team Rocket and stuff like that, you know, Team Rocket and Neo. And so anyways, I had a whole bunch of Pokemon cards and I was good at trading. And then I ran away from home when I was like 17. I ran away and I didn't bring my cards because it was like one day I was at home. The next day I'd ran away. All I had was my wallet and some clothing. And so I didn't really think to take anything like toys with me, and Pokemon cards were not investments at that point in life. They were not. So it was like a clean break for me, and I just didn't take them with me. Years later, I would inquire about them, and I found out that they sold them in a garage sale. So now I've lost my Pokemon card collection. I don't think they're gone. I think the cards are floating out in the ether somewhere. Somebody has taken them. They live on. They're somewhere else. Cards that I once had, they're in someone else's collection. But that's okay, because I got someone else's cards in my collection. So it'll be all right. But yeah, I miss them. I wish I had my original collection. If I had those original folders, I would show them off so hard. I'd show them off all day long. Here's Nidoran. Here's Nidorina. So we've got a pair here with these Nidorans. But so that's my story. I lost my cards too growing up, and it bothers me, but there's nothing I can do about it. So, ooh, look at this. Look at that. I remember having so many fat Pikachus. Yeah, I got a few packs here and there for my grandmother. Can we have a quick preview of the slabs on the table? Want to do another slab away soon. What if you bought your cards back by now and you just don't know it? Oh, that's true. Maybe one or two of them came back to me. Probably not, though. There it is. They were mostly unlimited. I didn't really have a lot of first edition cards in there. And my personal collection doesn't have a lot of unlimited in it. All right, look at that. So what are we missing? There was the Flareon. Here's the Flareon. All right, so we got the Flareon. Evolution Sequential Set. It is. So we got these. So these are cute little poker cards, huh? Here's a sequential set. Okay. I don't know how to feel about these cards. They're a bit odd. Don't you think these are a bit odd? I feel like they're a little messy looking. I like these kind of poker cards. Look how clean this is in comparison. It's a nice clean card. It feels like a real playing card. But these mini cards, they're just a bit strange, aren't they? Bicycle Mini. Mini playing cards. All right, so we got to price up these. We got to get a price on this guy here. Okay, he says $230 down there. I don't know if that's for all three of them. Is that for all three? I don't know if that's for all three. And then he wants $400 for the checklist. Nah, wait, dude. This card is definitely not worth $400. You know why? Because it's pop 5, but so that's already kind of a higher pop for a South Park card. But because it's so ugly, dude. Like it's not like a Topps checklist where there's something cool on the front and then the checklist on the back. No, it's just an ugly list. I think you'd have trouble selling this for $50. If you posted this for $50, it might just sit on the table. And then here's Chef. Now, Chef is good. We like Chef. Chef is good. He might actually sell for $195. Yeah, he might actually sell. Chef is good. This is the Chef card. See on the back, it just says Chef. So this isn't a scene from an episode. They chose this to be the official Chef card. Hey, children. Hey, Chef. Here's Hanky. Mr. Hanky the Christmas Pooh, part 1 of 3. Howdy ho! All right, great stuff. I like these. Let's see. Luckily, I still have all my binder collections from when I was a kid. Yeah, it's a nice thing. Can you price that Kenny card? The Kenny card. So that Kenny card should be expensive. And I want to help Aovic get exactly what it's worth out of there. Not more, not less. Exactly what it's worth. That's the goal when it comes to pricing. So these are Aovic cards. He's got some cool ones. He wants me to crack this one. So this is The Many Deaths of Kenny. Should be quite rare. Yes. All right. Let's see. Nidoqueen is hard to move, man. People like Nidoking a little better. I think he's got more of a cool aura to him. So this Kenny card's definitely not definitely not high pop. Wow, the PSA estimate on it is $66. That can't be right. I don't understand that. All right, so I see you left a little receipt on the back. Let's put that receipt away. Top 3 is correct. Okay. Oh, you can sell it. I was going to crack it, but I changed my mind. Oh, you are Aovic. Oh my gosh, you're funny, dude. I thought that you were somebody who wanted to buy the South Park Kenny card. My bad, dude. All right, let's see. I thought you were somebody who wanted to buy it. You wanted to crack it. Why'd you want to crack it? I already got a 10. That's as good as it's going to get. Many Deaths Kenny. All right, let's see if there's a comparable card for sale. There's 2 cards of them for sale. They both of them are listed at 1.25. What? I don't know if it's worth that much. Let's see. What price would you like on this? If you want me to, I will put it up for $1,250. I don't know if anyone's going to buy it for that much. Yeah, there's 2 listed. Buy it now. They're both $1,250. And I get it. They're rare. There it is. They are rare. I don't know if anyone's going to pay that much for a South Park card. It is. How much is a box? Well, boxes, well, they were cheaper in the past. I don't know what they are now. Let's see what the boxes are now. Let's see. Yeah, they're still somewhat cheap. $450. How many of these are in a box? Is it 2 or 3 of them? I can't remember. 600. I'll give you 50 for it before cracking. Why are you going to crack it? Yeah, don't crack it. Are you crazy? It's already a 10, dude. What's the point in cracking it? Maybe 2 times box value. I'll do that for you. So since the cheapest one listed for sale is $1,250, there's nothing wrong with posting beneath that because yours is now the cheapest at $850. No, I'm sorry, $900. I found a booster box for $450, so this would be $900. So yours is still cheaper than that one. All right, hey yo. I don't know if anyone will buy that because again, that's South Park cards are very experimental. They're very experimental, but then again, it is a holo card. So if you guys didn't know that, this one is holographic. He got it for a little bit less than $900. What do you think, Aovic? All right, so here's Nidoran, Nidorina, Nidoqueen. 10s or so yesterday. It's all about the 9s. LMAO, yeah, you got it. You got it. Maybe a lot less than 900. All right, but that's true for a lot of things. Like these poker cards right here. Before they graded 10, these were raw cards. You know, I noticed that you guys send me a lot of stuff like this and like this. Gigantic flips that are niche cards that I tend to actually specialize in selling. But I actually sell both of these. I sell poker cards and I sell South Park cards. I feel like you guys are basically competing against me. Like, it's not in my interest to sell this card for you so that you have more money to roll into the next thing, because you could use that money to go buy up the rest of the South Park cards. And so I'm taking my audience and pushing their money towards you for you to go do the thing that I should be doing. And so, you know, it's kind of, I notice as a card shop, it's kind of a conflict of interest. I should just be doing this. And there's no reason for me to have someone else do it for me. You're getting to use my platform to do the exact thing I should be doing. Just a thought. I'd give you a good deal on it if you wanted it. The 10s or so yesterday. It's all about the 9s. LMAO, but you make a share. What helping us sell your niche? I make a share, you're right. But I don't need to make a share. I have like 4 boxes of South Park. I could just start to open them and grade them if I wish. I also don't need to make a deal. I don't need to take a share of the poker cards. I've got like probably the most poker cards of anyone in the world right now. I could just go grade poker cards, and then I would just sell them. And instead of taking a cut, I would get the entire thing. So I would get the entire profit from this, and you guys would be forced to sell yours on eBay, which would set the price for me. So when you sell cards that are in a direct competition with me, the way I'm selling cards, it almost seems like a conflict of interest, doesn't it? Just a thought. Mister, the customers are always right. These are, well, in the thing we're doing here, these are not customers, these are sellers. So these are sellers. A customer is somebody who would be buying these slabs. You guys would be the customers if you bought these. I'm new here, looking to get into some OP9s. How do I go about doing that? No, don't flood the market. So we can buy from you lower and then co-sign through you, and you make double profit. Yeah, so consignment's very fascinating, but I'm not. I'm like a pseudo consigner. I kind of help with the consignment, but I notice if you're consigning the exact same cards I'm supposed to be selling, it's a conflict of interest with me. Isn't that interesting? So I've been kind of doing it for a little while. I question if I should be doing it. I question because, like for example, the red Gyarados and the red Magikarp. Alicia, I think you put that one in the slab weight. So Mr. Adam, he'll be paid out hundreds of dollars for that, probably about $300, and then he will use that money to go buy more poker decks, which makes them more scarce for me. I'm a poker deck guy. So I'm helping him earn money selling to my customers so that he can go compete against me in the market. And I know he does because he looks at the exact same seller that I do. And so it just seems odd, doesn't it? It seems like not a good idea. Something to think about. Let's see, my mistake, the sellers are always right. The customer is always right in matters of taste like food. That's why I only come to you for certain products. Poker cards. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we specialize. I definitely specialize in poker. Do I just add my order in the message? Kason, it sounds like you're doing a first-time order. Yeah, that's exactly right. So you'll just mention what you are buying in the order. I'm going to set these down for a minute. Here we are. What about posting cards like that one on eBay for somebody? That way it doesn't go against you. Yeah, actually, that would make a lot more sense if we did eBay sales, because eBay is the whole wide world instead of... I know you guys probably don't think about all this kind of stuff as much as I do, because my job is to think about this stuff all day long, right? And so think of it like this. Let's say your customer has a certain income, which means they have only a certain amount of money they can spend, right? That's sort of like a price ceiling. That's like an income ceiling. So let's say your customer has $1,000, and instead of just selling your own product to that customer for let's say a better cut than 30%, maybe your cut is 40% or 45, right? You've sold at 30, and you've helped enrich somebody who buys the exact product you do off of the secondhand market. So now they've got cash to go drive the price up on the poker decks, or maybe perhaps on the South Park cards. So you've enriched them to doing that. At the same time, you've drained your customer's wallet. So your customer actually has less money to buy better margin items from you. See, the whole thing just kind of doesn't make sense, does it? I think that when it comes to commission, the commission makes a lot of sense on cards that I'm never going to grade, or cards that, like, let me give you a great example. Let me give you a great example, because it's just a fun conversation, right? Maybe I should really take some of the things I'm saying to heart. So check this out. Let's say your customer sends in a high-class card like this Dark Gyarados. I would love to sell Dark Gyarados for you guys all day long. I would love to sell it for you guys. Maybe I would take a lower cut on it, too. So maybe we could work out a deal where I take out a lower cut. Dark Gyarados is a card that I'm not selling. I'm only collecting Dark Gyarados. Here's another great example. Look at this. Oh, yeah. Arcanine. Any Legendary Collection 10. I would love to sell any Legendary Collection 10. That's not what I ever receive for commission. I almost always receive cards like this Kenny card or like the poker cards. these extremely cheap cards that are like an enormous flip, right? Like this unreasonable flip that the customer's not aware of the flip on it. And so I really just receive a certain type of card, and it's in a like a competition conflict with me directly. It's really interesting. The customer is always greedy, says Charles Black. I think everyone's greedy, and the customers aren't always as greedy as the business. Sometimes the business is the greediest. But I think we can all agree greed is one of the capital vices, or whatever they're called, the top sins or something like that. But, you know, it's in the heart of humans to wish they had more resources. Here's when customers are happy with the business. When the business does a real service that they felt like, wow, I'm glad the business did that instead of me. So, you know, and then if they get paid well to do that, everyone's happy. So reaching some sort of agreement, that's the goal. You know that the business has got to make some money. You know that you want a service from them. And if you guys can reach an agreement, everyone's happy. So that's the goal. And, you know, it's a good thing. Business is good. Business is good. You get money because you do a business that gets their product for cheaper than they sell it for. So you're getting a profit because your company oversells, prices it up, and then you go to the business that you want, right? So that's capitalism. I love capitalism. Sarah says 1 box of PRB2. Let me stand up and get some PRB2s. Cardinal sin. Maybe that's the word. We are. The deadly sins. The 9 deadly sins or something. Oh, I think we're getting a fresh box out. I'll be right back. All right. Oh, do I not have a razor blade with me? Oh. Oh, wait, there's one. Okay, I got one. All right, one moment. All right, there we go. You know, here's another part to that conversation I was thinking about. You guys also don't take that money and turn it into store credit. It's strictly for cash. Here it is. There we go. All right, very nice. Perks of consignment: you have a lot more product on the table at zero upfront cost. Where when you buy, yeah, I think I've thought about it. My brain has all the information. When you guys do this in life, it will help you a lot. When you start to treat everything like it's just a video game with game mechanics, you remove your anxiety, remove all anxiety, remove your doubt, remove your anxiety, remove your feelings of guilt, remove feelings of fear. Just remove all the feelings and play it like a video game. You know exactly what you should do after you're done with that. So, and maybe that's how a good businessman works. Maybe that's how a CEO thinks. I don't know. But if you start to look at it more and more and more like a video game, you know exactly what should be done. And so you just look at the data, and then you put out a result from the data. You place a bet is what it is. So your decision making is a bet, and you're hoping to place the optimal bet. We are. All right. So Miss Sava, here goes. All right, we'll set this here. I think there has to be a rule that I don't accept certain cards. There has to be a rule that I accept cards that I don't grade. Here we are. All right, we're going to snip this. All right. And so I think in the future, what we need to do is have some rules about what we will and won't accept. There we go. All right. Because what I understand is this table we have going on here is a very special thing I've built up over the years. It kind of gives you a seller's advantage, this table does, because of services like Slab Away, which is better than what eBay offers. eBay doesn't have Slab Away. I don't think they do. They are. Look at that. Very nice. Just take a bigger cut. Life is a video game without save files. Here it is. All right. Okay. Oh, look at that. Very nice. When you sell someone's card, can they cash out, or is it store credit only? They can cash out. So I am happy to pay cash. It's 73% store credit, 70% cash. I think whenever I offer some kind of service, whether it be like a break or Slab Away or something else, as we work on those items together, I end up developing certain rules. Like live customs, we needed a rule that said, you cannot cut in line. So, or here's another rule we had to come up with the live customs. Let's say you've got store credit and it's your turn. You can't immediately just jump in line for the live customs, or you can't trade out of the live customs when the hit has come out. You can't say, you know what, I don't want live customs anymore. You're actually locked in. You're not allowed to get back out of it. So we had to kind of make rules for it up as we went. Same with like Slab Away. So with Slab Away, what we learned in the first year from Slab Away was that there was this real problem going on where people would sign up to pay down a card, but if a card didn't perform well over 6 months, the person would not pay it down and they'd say, it's yours now. So they'd be like, I'm canceling that. And so we had to come up with really strict cancellation rules because we did not want the Slab Away to become this easy way to speculate on the market. So we had to come up with rules within the first year that made sense. I think when it comes to consignment, there has to be some rules about what cards I will consign. I think in particular, I will not be consigning poker cards, and I don't think I'll be consigning maybe cards like this Kenny card. I think that it's too big of a flip, and I think that it's in direct competition with me over the South Park cards, because they're ones that I've stocked up too. Here we are. All right, there we go. And what do we got? Here's this guy as well. There we go. Miss Sarah, no manga yet. Where are those mangas? I would say 60% cash, 75% store credit. Okay. So maybe a little higher on the store credit and less on the cash. That's an interesting thought. Yeah, that's another thing. So it's like, again, so if I'm cashing you out and you're just turning around and using the cash to buy the thing I'm actually trying to stock, I've created a competitor on my own table. I just think that it's not like it's just not a smart move for a business. That's all. It's not like an anger thing. It's not like a frustration thing or anything like that. It's just you're not playing the game right. So we are. Look at this. You're not being wise about it. It is. Oh wow! Look at that full art. That looks nice, man. So we got this full art. I don't even know what this guy does. He just looks cool, man. Like he's got like these voodoo dolls. There's Luffy. What's this guy's name? Voodoo Doll Man. Okay. And then you've got your Dawn card, which looks like Ace. So you got the Ace Dawn card. Look at that. I had never seen a Kenny on the table. Thought it would be a good idea, so I didn't. No. See, that's what I'm trying to say. Don't feel guilty about it at all. Don't feel guilty about it. It's just something I'm thinking about. That's all. You didn't do anything wrong at all. I didn't have any rules before, so you didn't do anything wrong at all here, Vic. We are. Look at that. Ooh. No, I actually appreciate that you sent us cards to do consignment on. I want consignment cards, but I think I have to have some specific rules that sort of, especially for cash sellers, I think I have to have some specific rules that I don't create a competitor with myself. We are. And I think that's really relevant to Mr. Adam. More so Adam than you, actually. So Mr. Adam, he does directly buy the things that I like to buy, and then he's having me sell them for him too. We are. It's an interesting thought. I think in practice it's not so good. So I think in the future, I have to have some kind of rule about that. I think I do. We are. Beautiful. It's only business. Yeah. Making me think of The Godfather. It's strictly business. It's not personal. You understand. Miss Sarah. I need to get a sound effect. It's just business. There you go. I'm now sending you all my South Park cards, all 550 slabs. That's so funny, dude. There we go. All right. Here's Colton Pinder, one Lugia spot. Oh, yeah. So this is the rare candy break, the Lugia rare candy break, and I think it's an exceptionally good break, by the way. Like, I would rank this, so if I had to rank breaks, S, A, B, C, D, this one gets an S ranking. And that is because I highly anticipate this card going up significantly over time. I think it's clearly underpriced. Not a lot of alt-art Lugias in this time period to compete with this one. It's a fantastic alt-art from the Sword and Shield period. It's now 2022. It's now 3 years old. I didn't like it when it first came out. I didn't think it looked good enough. And now over time, it has significantly grown on me. I think it looks fantastic. You know what it does remind me of? It reminds me of the Ancient Origins Gyarados. Now here's the important part, which a lot of you guys might not know. We used to open a lot of Silver Tempest. More than anyone else, I remember how hard it was to open one of these because I had a job opening these packs for people. So I saw an unusual volume of these getting opened, not like the normal person gets to see. And he's hard as hell to pull. He's really hard to pull. This card does not pop out. You can open up a whole case of this and it won't pop out. And you can open up 2 or 3 cases and not pop out. Because there's other alt arts and stuff to pull from the set. So he's in competition with all the other alt arts to pop out. But here's the problem. Evolving Skies. Let's say you missed the Umbreon. Okay, but you're going to pull Rayquaza, you're going to pull Dragonite, you're going to pull, you know, one of the other Evolution alt arts. Fine. So, and you can make your money back on those cards. The other alt arts in this set, no bueno. You're not making any money on those other alt arts. Just this one. So as you hunt for the Lugia, you're losing all your money. So that's why I feel like this slab is definitely underpriced. By the way, look at the good certification number on that one. That's a good cert. Anyways, so that's my spiel on the rare candy break today. The rare candy, I like this one a lot. I appreciate it a lot. I like this better than the Crown Pikachu anyways. I'm not a Pikachu collector though, so there's Pikachu is very popular though. You cannot deny it. The market wants Pikachu for sure. It is. Hey, what's up, PDX? What time is it, by the way? 6:30. Ooh, it's time to wrap up, guys. Let's see. We got 7. There we go. Choppy stream for me right now, says William Wafter. Are you guys experiencing a choppy stream? The camera's hot, man. I like the rare candy break. Very good break. So you also need 2 live customs. Could you show my PSA 10 Halo card? Couldn't remember which set it's from. Colton Pinder. You mean like I don't even know what you're referring to. You've got a PSA 10 Halo card. We got 1. And we've got 2. No luck, man. No luck. Is it like one that returned from PSA? Is it one that you pulled out of a break? I don't know what you're referring to, but it's not near me. I guarantee you it's not near me. That PSA card is often a shipping box. So it is not near me. I think we might pass on that. But tell me more about that, and we can keep helping you with it a little bit later from now, okay? Whoa, we got a whole bunch of orders. You guys all want to order at the end of the day. All right, here's Pal. Let's get moving. Pal Brown, Alicia Slab away donation. Put in a good word. Okay, hold on. Wait a second. Slab away donation. Trying to get lucky. Oh, when you say lucky, I assume you mean lucky in a break, bro. Alicia, some handsome and attractive and 6-foot-tall man, has put a payment down on your slab away. Wow. You know, I think you should at least take him out for coffee, or let him take you out for coffee. All right, so this shall go down to $220. I didn't know what you meant by your message. Okay, so that is good. Mr. Ahmad Arabi, 1 box of PRB2. Where are my PRB2s? All right, PRB2s have been going very wild. I may need to order more of these immediately. I'm supposed to get 3 more cases of this, but I don't know where it's at. Oh my gosh, I'm blushing. Blush! We are. All right. There we go. Wow, look at that Kenny. Yeah, that's a pricey Kenny. Let's go ahead and snip this. Snip. And we'll snip this. Snip. And we'll snip this as well. Snip. All right, these have all been snipped. Good. Tossing that. Now, what do we got? Here's this guy. Ooh. Very nice. Okay, so we've got this guy as well. I do think that the disparity between the store credit and the cash is pretty small. Almost makes you... There we go. I think that a 5% difference between them does make more sense. We are. All right, here's the old man. I don't know what's good about the old man. If only it was a PSA pristine 10. Mister, if I was you, when you get done with the stream, I let your phone cool down before charging it. Yeah, it's no longer charging at all. 60 cash, 75 credit. I'd sleep good at night selling for your competitors. Oh, we are. Here's this. Here's this. All right. Well, that's like a 15% difference, isn't it? There it is. All right. Here's these. I think 60% is so low that it's not very enticing for almost anyone. What do you guys think about that? I know that card shops do that number a lot. Card shops offer 60% trade-in value. Did you guys hear about that? Do you guys know about that? So that seems very common with card shops. And to me, that always seems like almost insultingly low. Like it's just above 50%. Now, that makes sense if you just got some trash cards you're getting rid of and the card shop's going to have to struggle to sell those. But who wants to trade in like a high quality card, like I said, the Dark Gyarados? Who wants to trade in a card like that at 60%? I mean, you're just losing lots and lots of money for no reason. We are. All right. Oh yeah, punch guy. Vendors do that usually, but I don't know. We are. Okay. Very nice. There we go. I saw Labubu in person today, and it was pretty cool. What? What are you talking about? Whoa, I gotta have this Labubu. Mr. Arabi, thank you so much, man. Appreciate the order today. Oh, my arm. I got like a problem with my arm. I don't know what's going on with it. It hurts. My arm hurts. I want a black one. Oh, yeah? Can I quote you on that? All right, here we are. Very nice. I'm sure there is some, you know, there's some sort of, let's see, characteristic to Labubus that make them collectible, similar to any collectible, you know. So think of like the structure of a card booster pack. There's the energy card, the trainer card, the commons, the uncommons, the hollows. Then there's the upper tier stuff that's like the Vs, the VMAXs, the etched cards. Then there's the rare cards. So there's some a little above the SRs. And then at the very top, there's the alt-arts, right? So think about that structure where there's a whole hierarchy of, oh, this is good, this is bad. I'm sure Labubu has something like that as a card, as a little Teletubby, you know, stuffed animal where they want to be able to sell them like a booster pack. So there must be a hierarchy to them. And you look at the hierarchy and you get hooked for the same reason Pokemon hooks you. And like I said, I would be very careful with Labubus, because if Labubu's doing it and having success, I promise you, lots more other products are on the way to do the exact same thing. So there's going to be a lot of companies going, listen, we got the bobbleheads, whatever those are called, and we got the Labubus, and we got Pokemon cards, and they're all making tons of money. Time for us to become a gambling company, because that's effectively what all booster packs are. It's all a form of gambling. It's toys and gambling. And people enjoy it for the same reason that gambling is enjoyable. That's why government puts limits on gambling and taxes gambling a little different. And they don't currently do that with toys, but they might one day. And but Labubus are the next form of that, and it's been a big success, and it's made some guy in China a multi-billionaire. And so if it's working for him, lots of other businessmen are going to come in to compete with him for some of that share of that market. So that's the next thing that will happen. So there will be Labubu competitors, and this could affect the value of your Labubu. Here's Kaisen Mahi. Is it Mahai? Kaisen Mahai. What's up, man? He wants 1 Japanese PRB2 and 6 of the English OP9s. Oh, yeah. All right, let's get it. Another One Piece fan. Here we are. How's it going, Kaisen? Your name sounds kind of like my last name. My last name's Caton. Let's see. So 6 English OP6s. We have similar sounding names. You know what? I think it's time, actually, to get a fresh box. Yeah, we're getting a fresh box of English. All right, I'll be back. We're running low on this. I wonder if it's a restock. Also, I checked. Since I was in my One Piece area, I checked. In fact, I do have Awakening of the New Era, fresh case English. What do you guys think? Should I sell it or should I hold it? All right. So 6 of these. Okay, let's see if you get really lucky. Oh, yeah. Bonus for our new friend. Let's wait and see if he gets a manga first. If he doesn't get a manga, let's give him a bonus. Okay, because sometimes guys who place their first time order are like insanely lucky. There we go. I could sell my Bubble Mew and buy a black Labubu. Should I do it? You want my honest answer? 100% do not do that. Do not do that. Do not do that. Hold on to that Pokemon card. We are. All right. I would give Labubus a rating of 0. I mean, we already had this. We had this in the past already. It was called Beanie Babies. I was there for Beanie Babies. I don't know how old you are. I think you're probably about my age. I was there for Beanie Babies. Beanie Babies are worth nothing now. People are going nuts over Beanie Babies. You got a Beanie Babies worth, and I'm not exaggerating, thousands of dollars for a Beanie Baby. Labubu is just the next Beanie Baby to me as far as I can tell. And when you take a look at their prices are so high, so overpriced that they're not correct anyways. They should, something that has no nostalgia, no TV shows, no movies, no video games, no mangas, no magazines. Something like that should not be making that much money or costing that much. That is 100% a train wreck. I would stay far away from that. And I was correct about Metazoo. Metazoo was overpriced. Remember Metazoo? Metazoo was way overpriced. And people are like, well, you're just a negative Nancy. It's not a negative Nancy. It's just a risk-reward situation. So do a risk-reward analysis. Could Labubu go to the moon and just surprise everyone? It's possible. But if you look at the risk-reward analysis, it's not worth it. It doesn't have enough going for it. So if you're going to bet your money holding onto a rare item, at least bet your money on something that's probably going to go up. It is. And so I would bet on that Mew because he's a good-looking Pokemon card. And Pokemon cards now have a strong history behind them. And Pokemon's putting out a brand new Pokemon video game, 2 of them actually. And Pokemon's working on their animes and working on their movies. And Pokemon's got theme parks in Japan. And Pokemon's traded all over the world. And it's almost like this exploding thing right now that people can't believe. Versus Labubu, a thing that was made 2 seconds ago. And it's being pushed by celebrities. What do you think? What's the risk-reward analysis on those 2 items? It is. I mean, if you don't want any risk, just go buy some stocks. Go buy some S&P 500, you know, or if you want even less risk than that, just go put it in the bank for 4%. Go buy bonds. I wouldn't buy bonds. There's no reason for anyone to buy bonds. You would buy bonds if you're already a billionaire and you're just looking to protect your $1 billion. But for someone like me and you, should never buy a bond. It makes no sense. Same with the CDs in the bank. All right, that was box number 1, PRB 2 for our new friend Kason. Hey, what's up, Kason? Mr. needs to watch a Labubu video to know what he's talking about. Here it is. It sounds like you've already got the dragon sickness for the Labubus. I'd go buy them. Here we are. It doesn't sound like you're really asking for my opinion on them. It sounds like you're telling me you want to buy them. That's what you actually mean. Here it is. You should just go buy them then. Here's Ace. A lot of people bought Metazoo when it was overpriced. Now, I don't think Labubus will go out of business like Metazoo will because, it's just a very different situation. You have a billionaire CEO in China where the item's actually manufactured versus a newbie guy in America who doesn't have that much money and he's just making a card set in an extremely competitive market. So Labubu's is in a less competitive market because there's not a lot of companies making, like, you know who could compete with it? Squishmallows could compete already with Labubu, like right away can compete. It is 7 of these. So you ordered 6 and I think I've counted out, no, 6. Okay, good. So let's find out what's in here real fast. You can't go back on your word. What word? The Labubu song, it's very catchy. That Shanks, it's nice. I thought he was kidding. Peeking the card I was trying to win on a bid on eBay. The owner just sent the auction with no explanation. Completely cucked me because I was winning. He ended it mid-auction? That sucks. That sucks, dude. He got nervous. He got cold feet. I've had stuff like that happen where I win an auction and they say, oh, sorry, this item was sold out. I just don't have it. I was like, yeah, you do. You don't like the price I got on it. That happened with me with a Sealdos Charizard. Sealdos Charizard, I got it for $100, and he went ahead and canceled it. And I looked at his feedback. He had like a whole bunch of people had done the same thing to him. They all left negative feedback because he had canceled their auctions too. So I was like, I shouldn't even bid. Why did I bid? Now it's really choppy, is it? Is it choppy for anyone else? Tell me if it's choppy, guys. Here we are. If it's choppy, let me know. I'm looking at the KBPS. It looks the same for me. Ooh, look at that. Choppy, choppy. 2 people are saying choppy. 2 people are saying not choppy. Okay. All right. There we go. Very nice. My KBPS is floating around 2,800 and 3,400. He just ends it, even though I was winning auction at 467, it was so clean, not choppy for me, the audio, but not the video. Froze just now. All right, guys, we better wrap up. We're all done for the day anyways. Let's get a bonus pack for our friend, Mr. Kaysen, okay? We're going to wrap up here. I don't know what's causing the choppiness. I have a second phone I can stream from, I suppose. I don't know if I really want to risk that. So used to using this one. There we are. It's good. The ones that have chopping issues are using iPhones. Law, he wasn't moving. Definitely a few frames dropped. You can tell. Damn it, I just got here. Audio is clean, but the video is bad. So you're saying a different kind of choppiness. Ooh, that is one cold pack. Kaysen, that's the free pack. Thank you so much for your first time order. Let's get you a fresh bag. Here we are. All right, so here are your OP9 pulls. Nice. And here are your... Toss this over here. Here are your pulls from the PRB2. Okay. Very nice. Okay, got some SRs too. Yeah, video is laggy. I don't know how to explain it. Pretty slight. A bit of a video lag. Only a few frames. Mister's still going. 6:46. We're all done, guys. 2-hour stream today. The daytime stream was 2 hours long. Appreciate you all coming in here. Thank you, Mr. Kaysen, for your order. Too kind. Tonight, we're going to keep going tonight. There's going to be more slabs to price up. Kaysen. And here it is. Mahai? I think it's Mahai. All right. And you go in the K-Box. Oh, yeah. Does the K-Box got room? Oh, yeah. K-Box has got plenty of room. Good. Okay. Yeah, smidge laggy. No biggie. A smidge laggy. All right. We'll keep that in mind, everyone. Thank you so much. Oh, wait. What do we got here? We got a Sarah Dusenberry. She says 2 PRBs. Damn, Sarah. Sarah, how are you doing this? This last week brought to you by Sarah. All right, Sarah. Real fast, huh? Okay. As far as I know, Austin, they're worthless right now. I wish there was a market for him. All right. Here's this. Here's this. All right. There we go. Good. And there we go. Let's place this over here and place this over here. So let's get cracking. Let's get these PRB2s open. Ah! So we've almost sold 3 cases of PRB2 now. This product has done extremely well. Sarah's a big buyer of them, but she's not the only buyer. A lot of other people have bought PRB2 as well. I'm supposed to have 6 cases of these, and I'm getting nervous because the other 3 cases haven't shown up. And you know who the shipper was? It's that same guy who gave me all that trouble back in last year, August. Remember that guy? I say he owed me a bunch of boxes. He is still having trouble shipping me stuff, and I don't think I'm going to order with them anymore. His prices are good, but I'm not going to do it anymore. I can't have this anymore. There. If I order 6 cases, 6 cases got to show up. There we go. Avix says 500. What's going on? You can cut the Kenny price in half. 900 does sound kind of crazy. Sounds good, man. Here we are. I'm going to set that there. All right. All right, set this here. I'm going to take him off the table, actually, is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this guy off the table for a little while and put him back in the box. All right. Whew. The dude is still swerving you with your products. Swerving? No, he's not trying to do a trick or anything. I'm pretty sure he's just a guy who has trouble with shipping. And then the other guy I buy from has no problems with shipping. So I don't know. I guess he's no good at customs or something. He struggles with customs. And I just cannot have half the product fail to show up. All right. Here it is. Just can't be that way. He's not avoiding. He tried to correct the issue before. You know what he did? So with the old product, he just said, tell you what, why don't we just convert that into the next set of products? And I said, all right, let's do that. And everything seemed to be going smoothly, but man, he is having trouble shipping. He's a guy who has trouble shipping cards. And we can't have that. We got to get our cards on time. Ooh, I like this Luffy card. This is cool, man. He's punching. What do you think about Seismitoad with the 666 on the card? Are you saying the 666 is found in the actual texture or in the actual like design? Or are you saying that's the number of the card? It's not 66. So somebody found a 666 in the design. I'm sure that the Japanese are not very Christian and they do not care about any of those 666 conspiracies or jokes. They're most definitely, if it's in there, it's just a coincidence. Ooh, you got a Golden Dawn. Very good. All right. There you go. It's on the English, too. 666 is a Monster Energy drink. Yeah, that's a Monster Energy drink. Okay. There we are. Exactly. Very nice. There we go. Pokemon will have no interest in anything like that. And I doubt the artists care about anything like that. I mean, it's almost like a boomer. It's like a boomer thing to talk about. The whole 666 crap. Like, that was something that our parents had conspiracies about. It's the mark of the beast. There it is. It's all completely intentional. There's a guy at Pokemon that wants to put 666 on the cards. Kenji, whatever his name is, he's a Satan worshiper. There we go. Kenji. His name's Kenji, right? Kendi? There it is. All right. All right. Yeah, it was an accident, obviously. Yeah, it was an accident. What? Double golden? Look at that, Sarah. Oh, yeah. Double Golden Dawn for Sarah. Those were the 2 boxes, huh? Very nice. Okay, here's this guy in a full art. Good. And now here is our bestie. Nah, that's intentional. The Megazord is nice. They've leaked a Megazord. There's a Megazord. Does Brave Symphonia have a Mega Charizard in it? All right, good. Thanks for fitting me in. You got it, Sarah. Yay! All right. I'll fit you anytime. Here's this. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Oh. Flash Fire's coming back. It's ridiculous. It has progressively gotten choppier, much like last night's stream, though last night was nuclear. You should check it out. Yeah, by the end of the stream, I noted that the stream was very choppy. By the end, it was extremely choppy. And I suspect that it has something to do with the phone not handling data or something. But I don't know. It could be YouTube. It could be the phone. Okay. Miss Saladusanare. All right, let me contact my guy, and I'm going to take a look at that Charizard and try to order more of the product now. All right, thank you so much, guys. Appreciate you. See you tonight for the late night stream.